you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me.
Right, good afternoon. What a spot, eh? Right, well, we're still on our way to Bodo. We're just enjoying the route there. There's a lot of fish action over there. Let me show you quick. Yeah, right, okay, we just stopped for lunch. And then we're going to head across these little islands. You can see there's, probably can't see, but there's one right there. Dinky little islands with bridges just between them. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's have some food and keep going.
I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Give me your love, no holding back, no. We could take it to the stars where you wanna go. The things that we can do, don't need to prove you.
Am I taking the canoe out? Damn straight I am. I mean, surely you could see what the view was like. Let me go around and find Bridget, because she is around the other side of this. Again, I cannot believe how clear this is. I always find the canoes a bit better with a bit of ballast. But I mean, can you even believe this? This really is wild, huh? I mean, it's pristine. It's like pristine wilderness. Well, this is going to go down as what I did today in the diary. I mean, this is just a lake. I shall show you on Google Maps on the side of me here exactly where it is. But holy shizzle. How can you just not be in absolute awe? Is this better than the fjords I canoed with the giant waterfalls the other day? I don't know. But it's so damn close to being the #1 spot for paddling. It's so foggy, if you get the term. If you get it, you get it. We still have Sweden to do, and I think Sweden is more like this. Obviously there's a lot more lakes that are surrounded by woodland like this than there is in Norway. Norway's mostly known for its fjords, obviously, but I mean, this is an inlet that does go out to sea. Fellow Facebook members of the Oldtown Pack Club, I couldn't think of a better place to get the canoe out of to this morning. It is beautifully slightly overcast, which is keeping that heat at bay. And I'll show you quickly here the location. But I couldn't think of a better place to be canoeing in Oldtown Pack. It's absolutely beautiful. can see where I've come from and where I'm going to. This little island, which I may well get out and venture onto. I just thought you guys would like to see it. Hope your day's good, but I doubt it's as good as mine is today. Be safe out there. Oyster catcher, one of my favourites. They really are one of my favourites. I know they're not synonymous with Scotland, but I think it's the first time that I found them in 2015 when we were travelling around the UK for 3 months. God, this is so clear. And we were staying in the Trossachs, which is like a mini Scotland within Scotland. And they were nesting on the entrance to the campsite, and that is where I really first ever met them. You can hear the oyster catchers. I'm hoping that I'm not interrupting their nest. Yeah, I am. I'm going to keep going round because this is their cove. Yeah. Let's head back out this cove. Let's go round to the next one. There's a few coves on this island, I think, judging by what I could see with the binoculars earlier. Can you see what I'm seeing here? This is just absolutely beautiful. We're still heading for Bodo, which is where the ferry is. I think this particular route has quite a few ferries. I think there's 4 or 5. I should put the number down here. I hadn't planned on stopping and having a paddle until we saw these little bridges that went over these dinky little islands. And then I thought, I have to get my paddle wet. There seems to be this. We've got, I think they're terns circling above. And I guess these islands are very popular for nesting birds and other wildlife. I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of scouring the edges of these big rocks, hoping that I will see some scat from otters, which would be awesome, which means I could set myself up on the mainland and maybe film the otters fishing. But usually they are closer to, not so much on islands, but they tend to like the streams, the river streams that run off the hills, that run into the water, because obviously this becomes salt water, but the water running, there's a massive heron, the water running into them is fresh water filtered off the mountains, and that's what they need to drink. They can't drink seawater. There's definitely a current pulling me across, and the wind is slightly in my face. So the paddling slow, but trust me when I say I'm not in a rush. This is unbelievably beautiful. It's going to be really hard to beat this. salmon jumping out of the river. I think I've got some footage to show you. You'll see it here. Now this is a nice little inlet. Did you see the splash? I mean, that is so clear. There's jellyfish there. I'll have to show you with my phone, so I don't really want to take all of this apart. But let me show you video. Let me show you the jellyfish. I'll have to look them up because they've got those four little coloured ringlets. I'm not quite sure what they are, what breed of jellyfish, but I've seen a lot of those in Norway, especially when I've been out on the water. So I'll find out and put it in the usual spot down here. Right, now do I collect some gravel? See, I'm collecting little bits of gravel that are going into little glass jars at home that have got names on, just from mementos of this trip and other trips we've done to Scotland. You know, I've got a New Forest one, and so whilst we're away I've brought these little bags with me that I can fill up a few stones, but I'm running out of bags pretty quick. I've only got 12 glass jars, but I always seem to want to collect the gravel and the sand when I've been out paddling. Maybe because that's such a big thing for me. Jesus, it's so lovely. Yeah, I know I should be working right now. Could be working right now. But you know, life is short. And I'll tell you one thing. Our friend Chrissy that died last year would be so pleased and proud of us for doing this. And she would also be looking at places for us to visit whilst we were here. Remember what she was like. She was the best. And we all miss her greatly. Right, I am just going to pop out for a second, get a bit of gravel, put it in my bailout bottle, because I haven't got little bags with me. But yeah, I'll avoid the jellyfish, I think. Yep, let's avoid the jellyfish. Go backwards. Okay, and we're off. If this island hasn't got a name, I'm going to have to name it. I'm going to name it Oyster Island because of the oyster catchers that were on the other side. Yep, that's for sure. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you found some dinosaur bones down here. I mean, how many people actually come onto this island? It's quite choppy around this side. You can see all the loads of little ripples, and I guess that's partly the tide, obviously, and the other side is protected from this island somewhat. And the wind. I don't know how far I've come around the island, but as soon as I can see the van, I know I've made it all the way around. Although, to be honest, I can't see the van, but I can see my wife, who has sat and had her lunch at one of these little amazing little covered. Yeah, I'm going. There you are. Is that your nest? I'm coming nowhere near you. Don't worry. But I am going to film you, if you don't mind. Just with the mobile. Just a little bit. Just so I can show these lovely people. Yeah, it's okay. Yep. Definitely calling it Oyster Island. We've had quite a few biker groups go past, and I guess that's because of these scenic routes. Bloody perfect for motorbikes. But unfortunately, they're very noisy, and I'm not. I'm just trying to pedaddle on the water, doing a nice, peaceful, quiet Indian stroke to make as little noise as possible, although I'm talking to you guys. But you know, I think it's a little bit like when you go into the woods and you see bear, or you're looking for bear, or you're not looking for bear, but you're in bear country, and you say things like, hey bear. Well, I think that's the same, because obviously, you know, in these waters up here in the northwest coast of Norway, there's orca whales, obviously seals, which is their food, their prey food, and humpback whales, or is it blue whales? Maybe it's all three. So by me talking, they know that I'm not a seal. Now, I'm sure you guys can probably see Bridget there now. I think she's doing some crafting and enjoying it thoroughly. And I'm going to go venture around that corner before I head back in. I could spend the day on the water, but I have got 5 days of filming to edit into 4 or 5 different videos. And I was planning on doing a once a week release, but I find I'm just filming much more because there's so much to see. This is ridiculous. So I might do a bi-weekly. Time will tell. That is what is known as a dead end. That's fine. Okay, let's head round. We'll see what Bridge is up to. Yeah, there's that breeze again. You can see it pushing the water to the side at kind of 45 degrees to me, into my face. But without that breeze, I would be eaten by now by the midges, or the mozzies rather, in Norway. As soon as that breeze picks up, or as soon as that breeze picked up They left me alone. That was the wife filming me. Bit of B-roll to put in this video. Bless her. Right, I've got to go back in. I know we're on holiday and we're travelling, but I've still got things I've got to do. Especially if I want to try and make it earn some money so that we can keep doing this and not go back to the 9 to 5 job. It was empty when I got here, the car park. Now there's 2 other campers. I'll see you back on dry land. How awesome is that, eh?